Hey there, geography buffs. Welcome to AtlasMap. Think you know your continents from your countries? Got your mountains memorized, rivers charted, and deserts deserted? Get ready to have your atlases turned upside down, because today, we're diving into geography myths. Make sure to subscribe and give this video a thumbs up. Leave a comment and tell us what you would like to see in the channel. Let's kick things off with a classic, the Great Wall of China. It's long, it's impressive, but is it visible from space? Nope. Despite what you might have heard, this is just a myth. Even astronauts have debunked this. From space, the Great Wall is difficult to distinguish from the landscape. Alright, this one's a bit of a geography refresher, but you'd be surprised how often it comes up. Africa is a continent, not a country. Think of continents like the big sections in a world puzzle. You've got your North America, your South America, your Africa, and so on. Everest, the name alone conjures up images of icy peaks and daring climbs, right? It's often called the tallest mountain in the world. But here's the catch, it depends on how you measure it. Mount Everest has the highest elevation above sea level, but Mauna Kea in Hawaii is taller from base to summit. The Amazon rainforest, vast, vibrant, and teeming with life. It's often called the lungs of the earth, but that's not entirely accurate. While the Amazon produces a massive amount of oxygen, much of it is consumed by the rainforest itself. The real MVPs of oxygen production are tiny organisms floating in the ocean called phytoplankton. These little guys are responsible for about half of the oxygen we breathe on Earth. Picture a desert scorching sun, endless sand dunes. You're probably picturing the Sahara, right? It's believed to be the largest desert. But actually, that honor goes to Antarctica. The icy continent is technically a desert due to minimal precipitation. Here's a fun one. Australia often gets teased for being both a country and a continent. But guess what? It's not the only one out there. Australia is part of the continent of Oceania, a massive region spanning the South Pacific Ocean. So Australia's unique but not alone in its continent-country status. The Nile versus the Amazon River rivalry. The Nile River, a legendary waterway in Africa, often considered the longest river in the world. But hold on, the Amazon River is a contender. The debate rages on, with some measurements favoring the Amazon and others the Nile. It's a geographic showdown for the ages. Greenland Island or imposter? Time for a size showdown. Greenland is often called the world's largest island. But here's the twist. It's all about perspective. While Greenland is massive, it's often seen as a continental landmass due to its geological history. The Dead Sea, a place where you can literally float effortlessly on the water. It sounds like a sea. It looks like a sea. But here's the kicker. It's not actually a sea. The Dead Sea is what's known as a salt lake. Its water has a salinity level so high that it's almost impossible to sink. Truly a natural wonder. UK versus Great Britain, unraveling the island names. The United Kingdom, Great Britain, England. These names often get used interchangeably, but there's a crucial difference. The United Kingdom is a political union of 4 countries: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. Great Britain is the largest island in the British Isles, including England, Scotland, and Wales. Russia, with its vast expanse spanning 11 time zones, often comes to mind for large populations. But the most populous country is China. With over 1.4 billion people, China's population dwarfs Russia's. The equator, that invisible line circling the Earth at 0 degrees latitude, is often mistakenly thought to pass through the United States. But here's the reality. The equator actually runs through countries like Brazil, Ecuador, and Kenya. It's a globe-trotting line that highlights the Earth's incredible diversity and beauty. The South Pole might seem colder, but the North Pole is actually colder. The South Pole sits on a thick ice sheet, while the North Pole rests on sea ice. The Pacific Ocean, home to vibrant coral reefs, towering waves, and a whole lot of water. It's often mistakenly called the smallest ocean, but it's actually the largest. This vast body covers over 30% of the Earth's surface. The Mediterranean Sea, with its warm waters and historic coastlines, is often thought to be the saltiest, but that title belongs to the Dead Sea. This lake boasts a salinity nearly 10 times higher than the ocean. We often learn that Earth's circumference is 40,000 kilometers. While that's a good approximation, it's not entirely accurate. The Earth is actually wider at the equator than at the poles, giving it a squashed shape. The prime meridian, that invisible line dividing the Earth into eastern and western hemispheres, is often mistakenly associated with Paris, France. While Paris might be the city of love and lights, the prime meridian actually runs through Greenwich, London, England. The tropics, those sun-drenched regions known for their warm climates and lush vegetation. But the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn are not the same thing. These lines of latitude mark the northernmost and southernmost points where the sun can appear directly overhead at noon, twice a year. The Arctic, with its icy landscapes and polar bears, might seem like a continent. But here's the truth. It's actually an ocean covered in ice. Unlike Antarctica, which sits on a landmass, the Arctic is a vast frozen ocean, hidden beneath ice. The International Date Line, that imaginary line where today becomes tomorrow, or yesterday, depending on your direction. It's often depicted as a straight line on maps, but it's actually anything but. The dateline zigzags across the vast Pacific Ocean to avoid dividing countries, territories, and island groups. The Caspian Sea, a massive body of water nestled between Europe and Asia. It's called a sea, but here's the twist. It's actually the world's largest inland body of water. The Caspian Sea is completely landlocked, making it unique. The Himalayas, with Mount Everest as its crown jewel, are often thought to be the only range with peaks above 8,000 meters. But there are others. The Karakoram Range, also in Central Asia, boasts several peaks surpassing that impressive height. The Amazon River, a lifeline for the rainforest it traverses, is often mistakenly thought to flow through all of South America. While it covers a massive distance, the Amazon's path is mainly in the north. The Great Barrier Reef, a vibrant underwater metropolis teeming with life. It's spectacular, but not the only coral reef system. From the Caribbean to the Indian Ocean, reefs thrive in warm, shallow waters. We often learn that the Earth takes 24 hours to rotate on its axis. But it's actually a bit faster than that. The Earth completes a full rotation in about 23 hours and 56 minutes, known as a sidereal day. The Mariana Trench, with its mind-boggling depth, steals the show in deep-sea exploration. But it's not alone down there. The ocean floor is home to a network of deep-sea trenches, each with its own unique geological features. The Andes Mountains, stretching along the western edge of South America, are often considered the longest mountain range in the world. But that title actually belongs to the Mid-Atlantic Ridge, a massive underwater mountain range that stretches for over 40,000 kilometers beneath the Atlantic Ocean, making it the true longest mountain range on Earth. Magnetic versus geographic north, a tale of two poles. We often use magnetic and geographic north interchangeably, but they're not the same. The magnetic North Pole is constantly shifting and is currently hundreds of kilometers from the geographic North Pole. The Amazon rainforest, with its incredible biodiversity, often dominates discussions about rainforests. But it's not the only one. From the Congo Basin to Southeast Asia, these lush ecosystems play a crucial role in regulating Earth's climate. We often hear that the Earth's atmosphere is mostly oxygen, but that's not quite right. While oxygen is essential for life, nitrogen makes up most of the air we breathe. Nitrogen accounts for 78% of the atmosphere, with oxygen at around 21%. The Great Lakes of North America, with their impressive size and economic importance, are often thought to be the largest freshwater lakes by volume. But that title actually belongs to Lake Baikal in Siberia, Russia. This ancient lake holds over 20% of the world's unfrozen surface fresh water, making it truly unique. We often imagine the Earth's core as a solid ball of iron and nickel, but here's the truth. It's not entirely solid. The core has two layers, a solid inner core and a liquid outer core. The Grand Canyon, with its awe-inspiring vistas and colorful rock layers, is often considered the deepest canyon. But that title belongs to the Yarlung Tsangpo Grand Canyon in Tibet. This massive canyon dwarfs the Grand Canyon in depth. We often refer to Earth as the blue planet, but it's easy to forget just how much of our planet is covered in water. While we might spend most of our time on land, it's actually water that dominates the Earth's surface, covering over 70% of the planet's surface. We often picture the Earth's orbit as a perfect circle, but in reality, it's slightly elliptical, meaning the Earth's distance from the Sun varies throughout the year. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to AtlasMap and give this video a like if you enjoyed learning these surprising geography facts. Don't forget to leave your comment if you liked the video, and tell us what you would like to see in the channel. From the heights of mountains to the depths of the ocean, we've debunked some common geography myths and uncovered the fascinating realities of our planet. See you next time, and keep exploring the world around you.